The bells of Winchester toll for two masters of the realm. For King Beorhtric, whose crown was heavy, even in life. His body lied beneath banners stitched with gold and grief, the last breath of a cautious king swallowed by his own court. Priests chant of mercy, nobles speak of legacy, yet the common folk remember him as the man who kept peace by chaining every ambition in silence. His pyre burns high so the smoke might hide the whisper of his sins. And for Ealdorman Cuthwin, lord of the southern marches, his funeral is humble, though no less fierce. He's laid to rest among his oathsmen, the rushes still red from battle. The hall hangs with mourning cloth, the timber beams creaking like old bones. Thanes speak of loyalty, of duty carried too long, but behind their words one truth stirs. A house without a master becomes a question waiting to be answered. Two fires, two graves, one for a king, one for the man who served him. Ash carried by the same wind, scattered over the land that whispers of the new crowns and darker nights. In the hush that follows, the mead hall grew colder. The throne of Wessex stands empty, and the candles burn lower with every passing hour. The dead have been buried, but now the dead must decide what to become in the shadows. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Let me get Crit Crafters in here. He's not missing. He's here tonight.
I am here.
He is here, and we're gonna get him in right now. Where's Crit Cat? Where's your cam?
It's in the chat of Retracted.
No, I got it. It's right here.
Oh, sorry.
I just couldn't find it in my scenes. Excellent. There we are. How's everyone doing tonight?
Woo!
All right.
Doing good.
You will notice that we are absent two of our members tonight, Wendretta and Kinnerick. But they will be represented by their character cards this evening. So you will not forget them, and you will love them and worship them. So
Classic Ventru.
Classic Ventru. So I'm going to ask you just a couple questions tonight. Who you are, who you're playing, and where do you want to see your character go in 10 years? We're not taking the time jump yet, but it's coming. And I want to hear just a few ideas of where you want to be in 10 years. Roswin, you're up first.
Excellent. Hi, everyone. I am Nerd at Art. I don't stream on my own, but I'm the other half of Team Wildwood who's here in chat, and we stream on that channel, playing retro video games, mostly hanging out playing tabletops with our friends. On Monday nights, I am Roswin of Lichfeld. She is a Toreador or Clan of Roses seamstress to the Queen ? She has been accused of killing her husband as of late, so it'll be interesting to see how that all develops for her. I feel like in 10 years, Roswin would probably still imagine herself in Wessex or even in Winchester, and maybe like running her own tailoring seamstress operation independent of the palace. I think that would probably be something she'd be interested in doing, just having her own little piece of Winchester.
Excellent. Her own little piece of Winchester, because Winchester's going to grow. Everyone can tell. Everyone can feel it. I like that. Davey, same questions to you.
Hey everybody, Davey here. I'm a gamer and history buff. Tonight I will be playing Anarod. He is a Bruja bard. And where he would like to be in 10 years is an interesting question. I hadn't really thought too hard about this, but I think what he wants to do more than anything is to learn the ways of the arcane in a more kind of profound way. He sees himself as kind of like I think he would like to be the real version of what male was. You know,
Okay,
like a Marilyn figure, maybe.
that's okay. That's still high, lofty goals. Okay, all right. I like that.
Murder
Josh,
bard.
a murder bard. He
Yeah,
wants to be
I
more.
am.
He
That's
wants to
what
be
I am.
more than just a murder
I
bard.
want to be more than just a murder bard.
I'm Joshy, playing Suni, the sycophantic, eccentric Zimitzi. I like vampires and cats and horror movies and spooky stuff. 10 years for Suni. That's quite a lot. I do think that this has a potential to go a couple of ways because Suni is, at his core, he really just wants to continue to be friends with these that he's made friends with. However, if that friendship doesn't work out or last or be fruitful for everyone, Suni, he ain't tied to Winchester. He might just not be in Winchester.
So what you're telling me is I've got to tie Suni to Winchester. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
I like that.
from the hop, when you teased the Frankish stuff and all that, if Suni's like, we could get the fuck out of here, guys. We could go join the. Well, hey, the Furies are coming in Frankia. I'm there.
Okay. Wolfstan, played by Crit. Tell us about yourself. Tell us who you're playing. Tell us where you want to be or what you think you want to be in a decade.
Hey everybody, my name is Crit. I'm the Dungeon Master for Crit Crafters, where I like to turn my friends into heroes and superheroes. You can catch me on tomorrow for Crystal Stride or Friday for Alien Part 2 for Chariot of the Gods. Awesome show over there, so just hope to see you over there. Here, though, on Mondays, I do play Wolfstan, who's a cult leader at the currently a cult leader and a very, very involved in everything that's pagan and so forth, so on. I think that there's a difference between what Wolfstan wants to be and what he will become. What I mean by that is, in 10 years, I do believe that it is possible for someone to realize that the fight against Christianity is a losing fight. And while keeping devotions his center to try to, because right now his efforts are like to try to give it new breath, to give it like, bring it back, and maybe realizing that that won't be happening, making it more a bit secret, maybe a bit more underground, and trying to fill the gap, the interesting gap that was left behind by Haldhelm, as in, there's a cat, there's a bird, there's a rat in every home in Winchester, and they should absolutely be whispering into my ears.
Well, I for one know that you can use rats for very exciting ways. So I can't wait to see how you use rats in your gameplay. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, everyone, let's work on that willpower. Resolve and composure. Resolve or composure, whichever is higher, is how many. Lower, I'm sorry, whichever is lower is how much willpower you gain back. I apologize. I'm not reading from my notes. I tried to go by memory.
It's higher, I think, isn't it?
It is higher. You are correct.
Yeah. Because I would get 1 if that was the case, and I have not been doing that.
Okay, it is higher. I even confirm with my notes. Resolve any blood bonds in ghouling. It's been 2 weeks. It's finally time for the funerals. That's why they're burning them now. Yes, Roswell? You're muted?
Yep. I don't think I've done a blood bond on Leofa for a while, if I'm not mistaken, so I should probably do that. I meant to do it last session, and then I think I forgot.
All right, make a roll for me.
Hungrier.
Yeah, I think I did Aldrich last session.
You did do Aldrich last session.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And we had a whole scene about it.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Sweden needs to be re-upped because I was the king and couldn't visit him.
Okay, fantastic.
Hungrier.
Hungrier. Cannot fail that with a critical failure. So you are just hungrier. All right. Wolfstan, are you feeding your ghoul?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you know what? Yes, I will. So that's a
Rouse check.
rouse check.
Yep.
Give me a second.
All right. You are not
That's-
hungrier. All right. So, daily rouse checks. Make your daily rouse checks.
I'm good. Hey, everybody good.
Everybody's good. So you start at 2 plus the result of your rouse checks before herd use. Where does that leave everybody?
3.
3?
2.
2? Okay. Excellent. Does anybody wish to feed?
What is the difficulty?
The difficulty, I'm glad you asked, is only 3.
Okay.
I'll
Dexterity.
take half then.
plus-
You're going to take half?
I believe I can also take half.
Okay.
I'll take some of my herd.
All right. You'll take some of your herd.
Yeah, with the size of herd I have, I'm fine.
All right.
I'll take half as well.
Okay. So you take half. Feeding is very simple. Feeding is very easy. Kinrick and Wendretta are expected to be at the funeral and will probably be unavailable this evening. That is where they'll be. Either at the king's funeral, that's where Kinrick should be, and the Thane's and Ealdorman's funeral is where Wendretta will be. All right. Roswin.
Yes.
That brings me to you. You've been spending some time in the Amber Vale,
Mhm.
correct?
Mostly at the Queen's bedside, but I definitely stole a few hours away a few times this week just to get away from it. I'm getting kind of tired of it.
Just to get away from the Queen?
Exactly.
All right.
Sick of pretending to care.
Okay. In the back chamber of the Amber Vale breathes in silence, its air thick with incense and secrets. Beyond the curtains of silk, laughter shivers like a ghost against the walls, then dies away. Before you waits a low table of polished ash, upon it with a board traced in alternating bands of bone and jet. The pieces gleam like teeth laid out for divination. Badulf kneels opposite, his smile thin and deliberate, an echo of warmth that refuses to die, curling in the candlelight like the last wisp of smoke from the extinguished flame. Winchester, Badulf says, stirs with whispers, yet here, stillness. Do you know Hoffatel, Oswald?
I do not.
The war board, the king surrounded defenders, press tight, the enemy circle him. I shall teach you. Do you wish to learn?
I do.
Badulf sets the white knight on the board's center. He places 12 attackers around the edge. One player is outnumbered. The king and his guard. The other commands the host that hems him in. The king's goal is escape. The host's goal is capture. Does it sound familiar?
It does.
Egbert is much like this king. Surrounded. Yet one bold move could unmake all that careful order of his foes. Make the first move.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused as to what he's asking exactly.
He's asking you to make a move on the board.
Okay. So I've got a piece that is surrounded by opponent pieces that is simply trying to escape.
Yes, that is simply trying to escape. You are trying to escape. You are representing Egbert.
Okay. I suppose I would position my knights in such a way to cause a distraction so that my king could escape via another route.
All right, I like that. Give me a wits plus leadership roll.
I have no leadership, so I must rely on my wits.
Okay.
1 success.
All right, fantastic. You set your pieces as they are, as you wish. Badulf sets the White King on the board's center. He places 12 attackers around the edge. Sorry, I apologize. Each time you move, Badulf folds a political lesson into the play. Caution is wise. Sometimes to cling too tightly invites ruin. The Pretorians are such. Arcadius is shadowed knights. They close rank, like your knights, yet their loyalty is in his leash, not to their freedom. Have you spoken with Cadmus and Janus yet?
She is not.
You haven't. They haven't come to you yet. They haven't gone to many. They've come to me. They've spent time here. They've questioned me. I've placated them. But Arcadius, he picks up the king, is like this piece, moving with purpose, striking one when one is exposed. He will flatter, promise patronage, but his gifts bind tighter than chains. The baronies do not come as guests, Roswin. They come as conquerors dressed in silk. What are your thoughts on this?
I think we have much work to do to avoid their servitude.
He pries a little bit. How? What do you expect that we can do to keep the baronies? And he moves a piece and takes off one of your defenders. How can we handle the baronies when they are so much more powerful than we are?
We must find a way to move in shadow to gain strength that they will not recognize and underestimate.
He counters your next move, with his own. You and yours raise a night witten. Bold. Council of Shadows to mirror the King's Hall. Tell me, do you believe it'll hold? Or will it crumble like every covenant?
I believe our coterie is strong. I believe our loyalty to each other is true. But I do fear the strength of outside forces older and wiser than us.
Is it though? What is the glue that binds your coterie together? Is it just shared trauma?
We are bound as family. We were brought together through trauma, yes, but we have all grown from it together.
I see. And you'll stand strong even as one of you will likely stand against you? You do understand the creator of this compact has designs.
I'm sure they do. But they did not enlighten us to these designs. Whatever their intentions, I do not feel myself bound to them in any way. Were I to meet Lady Thalassa again, I would not recognize her as a friend.
I don't mean your sire. I mean Anarad and his compact of the Night Witten. I'm sure there will be much. I'm sure we haven't heard the end of your sire, though. He moves a piece in and he takes another piece, sort of hemming your king into the center of the board. Every king must choose to break through or to die surrounded. That's Taffel. That is politics. And that, Roswin, is Winchester's game. Wow. Will your king escape or fall beneath the blade?
I suppose we'll see what fate has in store.
Candlelight flickers across the board as the silence stretches, waiting for you to make your move.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
You pick up a piece, and you suddenly realize how exquisitely carved it is. And you begin to lose focus, and only notice the beauty of the carving. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Badulf looks at you for a moment, and he reaches over, and he takes the piece from your hand. I need you to make a resolve plus composure check.
Resolve plus composure is 5. Oh, God.
All right, you received 1 success. Okay.
Roswin is me. I'm just
Roswin is
distracted
you.
by the shinies.
You are just still distracted exactly by the piece. Badulf says, so I believe our game is over then. He hands the piece back to you. In another hall, a queen, measured by eyes not her own, weighed that power was left to her. And when Dreda is at the funeral. Wolfstan. The laughter of courtiers is faded, but their whispers, it lingers like gnats. You remember what it sounded like while you were with the king. You hear them in snatches as you move throughout the hall's corridors. The pagans spoke at a turn. Twiceborn knows no place. Does not fear the king's wrath. The king is dead. At the mead hall, a door creaks open, and a minor thane steps in, head bowed, and he looks to you. My lord Wolfstan, some are unsettled. You made yourself plain before the court. Too plain. They ask if you speak with Winchester's voice or against it. Wolfstan, do you snarl, laugh, or answer gravely?
Is he wearing any rosary, any pagan? Like, what type of religion does this person seem to be?
He's not wearing anything. He's not wearing any. It's not. It doesn't seem like something he would wear.
I am not a lord, but I thank you for the compliment, friend. You need to understand that what goes on above sea and under the sea are two widely different things. You are troubled by what you see above the water levels. You see the undulations of the waves crashing ships. I worry about what goes under current. Winchester will endure, and I will stand by it.
Beyond this talk of the sea, some say you're kind of a blade unsheathed. Others that you are just Arcadius's bait, sent to test the mettle of other kindred, and he's talking about things he shouldn't be talking about. He's talking about Arcade. This is supposed the normal human who's just approached you in a hall, talking about Arcadius. Make a wits plus intelligence plus manipulate. I'm sorry, intelligence plus occult test. Difficulty 2.
Okay. Okay, give me a second.
If you have more than 4, you can take half.
I am gonna take half because I have 5.
Fantastic. You understand that this mortal is being mind controlled right now to speak to you.
That's what I assumed.
Okay.
Mortal men fear what they cannot control. They will try to pin so much on the shoulders of a person with power. They're afraid. I understand it. But I am no bare blade. I strike with purpose, not with chaos.
What purpose do you strike for, Lord Wolfstan?
I said I'm no lord.
Wolfstan, then. Twiceborn, if you prefer.
What do you want of me? Is it just to goad me?
No, we wish to see you, to test you, to know you.
Well, then sit down. We can talk.
The man sits.
One thing that a lot of people will sometime not understand is I do not lie. Maybe I am a blade in your eyes, but as a blade I am bare to all foresee.
Interesting. A blade for all to see. But a blade for who? Who directs your hand? Is it the Queen Wendretta?
Finish your thought.
That is my thought.
There is no
That is
or.
the question.
There is no or.
There is no or. I asked.
I
I
am a man of my word. She gave me hers, and I gave her mine. A promise unbroken unless she breaks hers.
So you support her?
Of course I do. She offered shelter. She offered asylum for my people and my kind, for my pagans.
How does she guarantee this?
With her words, and for now, she has not been found lacking.
Understood.
You seem to wish to weigh her as much as you wish to weigh me. I trust her words. I confronted and was satisfied by what I saw in her eyes. You should not doubt. We are one people, after all.
One people. Would we not be safer under the baronies? Under
The baronies.
Arcadius's rule?
The baronies. That is not one people.
The baronies under Mithras is this entire island. One people.
You're asking me to make a decision about a position that I care not. I will follow what Wendretta decides.
I see.
And
Loyalty.
I trust her to make the right decision. If she asks us to spill blood, then we will. If she asks us to make peace, then we will.
I hope it does not come to bloodshed.
Bloodshed is necessary. It is the wheel by which mankind rolls.
We are not mankind.
No, but we prey upon them, meaning that we are part of their wheel, as much as we try not to be.
If
As
you
you
raise
now
swords against
manipulate-
Bath, there'll be much more than 2 Pretorians sent.
Of course. Do you really think that I am threatening Bath by here talking with you through a vessel?
No, but I just want to make it very clear.
A person that needs to make such a threat as obvious is clearly lacking in making a point. I understand and I know Bat's strength. You don't need to mention it. I cannot be simply threatened by the mention of our man coming to my doorstep. I am pagan. I've seen that happen so many times that it ceased to move my heart.
Your faith is a matter that will be dealt with at another time.
But of course.
It is not the pressing concern.
Then what is your pressing concern? You're dancing around it like a bear around honey.
No, it is to make sure the stability of this domain does not require the intercession of Arcadius.
May I give you my honest opinion?
Of course.
I think that if you want to find fault, you will.
Interesting. Thank you. The man stands up. Not
I wave him off.
He doesn't seem to have any emotion. Stands up, backs up, walks away from you.
Cool.
Before he walks, though, tell me, Twiceborn. Or don't. Where does your loyalty lie? To your pagans? Or to the queen?
Or the queen protects my pagan. Hence, by serving her, I serve my pagans.
He nods and he walks away. Knights slip through the eaves, carrying secrets back to their masters. Sunni, the room smells of tallow and feathers. The dovecote lies scattered. You've been away, tokens, coins, and scraps of cord left unattended for weeks. The pigeons shift uneasily as you step into the gloom, their wings like the whisper of old secrets. For 3 weeks you were elsewhere, not tending them. Now the roost feels alien, or perhaps it's you who feels out of place. It's not a mess. It's just things aren't where you left them because the people you've had working for the Dovecoat have gone about doing their business, but it's not the way you kind of left it. Things have been moved. They're out of place. How does that make you feel?
I don't love it, but it is my fault. I allowed it to happen by not being here to take care of things.
A thin boy kind of slips through the door. It's one of the kids who works at the Dovecoat. He carries messages back and forth. You can't read or anything, but he seems eyes are hollow and he seems pretty tired, but he bows. He goes, Master. Oh, you're back. Well, we only know that you were gone, but the roost is kind of scattered. Some whispered you no longer need us. You still need us?
I need you. I why would I not need you?
We hadn't seen you in weeks. I mean, we've seen everyone else, just not you.
This is something that I fear you and the rest of them might have to get used to. I cannot be here as often as I would like to be. I cannot be anywhere as often as I would like to be. And in my absence, I would hope that none of you forget me.
Of course, we didn't forget you, but I was just coming to see who was here because there was someone said they were here to see you, and I so tried to shoo him off, but he says you'd be here, and I didn't think you'd be here, but you're here. You're here, mister, you're here.
Someone has come to see me.
Yes.
Are they here now?
A figure steps into the loft, tall, austere. His armor plain yet perfect. It's Janus, the Pretorian. He doesn't bow. He doesn't even announce himself. He just simply observes.
I will take a knee quickly.
The boy does the same, not knowing what to do, just mimicking what his betters are doing.
And upon standing, I'll look to the boy and go now. Attend to your duties. I have something to speak of here, and you don't need to hear it.
He winks at you. Like he got some code from you, and he runs off.
And you said it was Janus?
It's Janus, yes.
Greetings, Janus. Brings you to this neck of the woods.
He's very patrician looking. His nose very Roman. So this is where you keep your secrets. Glances at the boy as he ran away. They mirror you, I think. Untended, restless. Unsure of who commands them now. Interesting. Why do you think that is?
Well, I suppose I've been, if truth be told, I've been quite light-handed around here. And perhaps that might be something that needs to change in the coming nights. To be gone for only a couple of weeks and to be forgotten so quickly is not something I'm happy about.
Steps closer, hands folded behind his back.
I visibly will, not in a way that I am, again, not afraid of personal space issues. I just grin. I make myself smaller near their presence,
Okay.
as though recognizing that I am not the person in control of this situation.
Noticing that, he begins circling you. Slowly, he just begins kind of walking. There's not a lot of room in your dovecoat, but he kind of makes it. He kind of does get a kind of a rhythm moving around you.
I don't turn to meet his gaze. If he wants to circle me, he can circle me. I'll stand
He only
still.
does it once. He only does it once as if he's just committing you to his memory. I've seen many who wear masks, Dooney. Most forget which face is true. I can tell that you carry more than one. I think. Merchant. New Christian. King. Do you ever wonder which is the mask? Which is you? Are you that new Christian? Are you the merchant?
I believe none are the mask. I believe all are me. A shapeshifter in their true form, All shapes are their true form.
Would you mind if I asked you some questions, Suni?
Of course, I don't much have a choice.
Of course you do.
I'm here to make you happy, so
What are your thoughts on chaos and order?
could you perhaps expand?
Yes.
I do believe
Allow me to expand, if you will. Chaos and order in the context of our existence, night to night.
in
Law,
the con
law, order versus chaos and anarchy. I understand. I have been made aware of your night witten, your counsels.
Oh, that, yes. I believe in. There's a reason that I approached Cadwir for his assistance in learning these knights versus approaching Aldhelm. From the start, Aldhelm had nothing to offer any of us. All he is out for is himself. All we are out for is each other. I do believe working together through these laws, through these traditions, through order, can help not only those of our population grow their riches, but also those of the. Did you say, or did Arcadius say, Hein population
Yes,
to also
kind.
grow? I believe that the kind need a shepherd, and if we can be that shepherd, they can grow, and in thus doing, we will grow.
I see. You have some very lofty goals, Suni. I see that you are not all that different than we. That's all we wish, is order here in Winchester. Do you believe your queen can maintain that order?
I believe that not only can she. I believe in two things. I believe that she can maintain the order, and I believe that if she does not, she will be replaced.
Considers for a moment. And who would replace her amongst your council? How would one be chosen?
It is not for me alone to decide. It is
If it
to be
was for
taken up
you
by-
alone to decide. This is a hypothetical.
This takes Suni quite a bit to think.
He seems very patient. He stands still, almost statue-like.
Based on the merits that we have shown thus far in the night, if to include only the 6 of us, I do suspect Roswin would be the best option, as she has shown the most restraint. She has no scandal attached to her name, and I don't think that's something that any of us can say.
Interesting. Roswin, the dressmaker. Interesting. I understand.
She seems to have learned the way of the shadow quicker than the rest of us.
Thank you, Suni. I will have to speak to Roswin. Cadmus will be speaking to your queen once her mourning period is done.
Of course. Though, I do not think the queen mourns in earnest.
What do you think of her entanglements with the mortal power structure? Do you think it wise?
I think that she is doing what she needs to be doing because that's what she knows to do. And I think it has so far served her well, served us well. I don't know that we would have survived the first nights without her. Um, but having dipped my toes in the mortal power structure, it's no place that I would like to be.
About that. Do you realize how dangerous such a stunt was?
At the time, I thought that I was doing what I was doing was to protect us. And I still maintain that my intention was to protect us. However, actions and intentions are not the same, and my actions absolutely did not protect us. And I deeply regret it. And it will not happen again.
If this had been Bath, you would have been left to the sun.
If this had been Bath, I would have been educated more proper.
This is correct. This is true. That is a very valid point. This is why you have not been dragged out into the sun to meet Mithras.
And I appreciate this. And I do hope that in time, with your help, Adweir's help, Badulf's help, with Cadmus's help, us young ones can be profitable, can be prosperous, can be safe, can be hidden, and won't need to exert our control over the mortal population through mortal means.
One final question for you. Have you now, or have you ever been a member of the Furies?
Only information that I have had upon the Furies is that they were marching somewhere in Francia. We intercepted a missive long ago about that. And at first, because there was so much new knowledge, I didn't understand what that even meant. At the time, we were deeply invested in some sort of fairy and uh and a an old lady who controlled cats and did magics. So I assumed that it was to do with the cat lady. But upon learning that Aldhelm himself is a Fury, I have to assume not so good. Don't like. Aldhelm seems so far outside of the circles that you and Bath and London and Arcadius and everyone seems to believe will protect us. I mean, Aldhelm, in the lead up to us to your arrival, Aldhelm created more more childers and threatened us and left. What's that? There's no place for a man like that.
Corner of his lip twitches involuntarily. He holds himself together. Did he take these children with him?
I can only assume so, as his own personal bodyguards into the night.
We'll look into this.
If I don't want to speak for everyone in our circle, but I believe that the time was coming that we had outrun patience with Aldhelm. He is a problem that needs to be dealt with.
He has been blood hunted in Seoul.
Not by any of us, mind you. He is, I'm sure, much stronger than we are. And much smarter than we are.
His blood has
I'll
been
give him
called for in
credit.
Seoul by Arcadius himself. If we have his scent, we will chase him down. We will hunt him down and any of his associates. Any of his Fury associates. With that, he
hits Sony in the face. Fury.
He steps closer once more, offers a hand.
Is this a greeting that I am accustomed to? What is this?
He is offering you a Roman handshake, which you may not be accustomed to in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. Are you accustomed to grasping forearms?
I don't think so.
Okay then.
But
You can leave him hanging.
No, I'm not gonna leave him. But I will do. I'll probably do it wrong, but I'll try and I'll grab. You know what I'll do?
Oh no!
Dap him up.
I'll grab both hands. Well, I'll put both hands over their hand.
Okay.
And sort of like my thanks.
He accepts it graciously. Then he takes his hand back. He doesn't correct you. He lets you do what you wanted to do. He's too old for that. He turns and he leaves.
As he's on his way out, I would like to thank you for not destroying us at the first sight. Thank you for doing what you can to teach us and to allow us to be prosperous. It might not have been your decision, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
He stops for a moment and he thinks. Getting to know you won't make it any harder to kill you. If we have to.
Is that your way of saying shut up?
He doesn't respond to that. He just sort of walks out the door. As if he was just making a point. We want to leave you with some dark thoughts. And beneath it all, the bard dreamed of fire and song. And wine woke to find both had changed. Enarad, you awaken alone in the cistern.
Well, at least it doesn't smell of onions.
However, from in the walls, you hear a scrambling.
Is that could that be rats? Perhaps that's to be expected. But just in case it's anything more than that, I'm going to can I roll like a wits awareness or something?
You
See
may
if I can
roll.
figure what that
You
is.
should go ahead. Difficulty 3.
Diff 3. Ah yes, wits awareness, my specialty. Sense the unseen doesn't work on sound, does it?
No.
Let's try this. Got too many tabs open. I lost my dice roller.
Story of my life.
Is
Okay, so you get angry at the sound of something in your near your haven. You've just moved in here. How dare it?
In other news, water wet.
yeah. I'm not used to living. Actually, I am totally used to living underground. He just kind of starts thumping on the wall. Hey, keep it down!
And you're thumping, and you're thumping, and you're thumping, and you're thumping until you crack a hole through the cistern wall.
Shit. Is there something behind it? I mean, is there like another apartment or something?
There is. You've actually managed. You have punched a hole into another byway of the underground.
Kind of poke my head in and have a little look around.
And ahead of you, down the way, you see someone carrying. You see flame of a torch and a shadowy figure with said torch.
God, I'm gonna hide.
You're gonna hide. Make a
Yeah, I mean, I literally just
I
got a
know.
new haven because my other one was compromised, and
I know, but you are still angry. You are
deck stealth. And what's my penalty for that?
It's a -2 because you're doing something other than because you're doing something other than raging. It's a -2 penalty.
When will you rage? Oh, come on, man! It's another one of these nights.
It's the month of darkness, baby.
It's the month of darkness.
It's the month of
month
darkness.
of me continually washing.
All right, so you attempt to hide. You jump out into the. You jump out of the hole into this.
Yeah, I just Kool-Aid man through the
You
wall.
just Kool-Aid man through the wall, and all of a sudden you see behind you goes, Anarad? And the voice carries down the hallway. And it's Cadwir.
Cadwir. Not surprised to see you down here.
What are you doing down here? The bard returns from silence. I feared Torpor might have eaten you whole, and now I find you in the sewers. Tell me, Anarad, do you still burn, or has the fire been gutted out?
Well, that remains to be seen, but I've been meaning I did not get the opportunity to thank you for rescuing me from that unsavory situation I'd found myself in. Didn't need to do that. I appreciate it.
And leave you there. Torpor does things to the mind. Breaks it, bends it, sharpens it. or cracks it clean in two. I've seen poets wake with songs sweeter than angels, and others with nothing but screams. What was it like for you?
It was like, do you remember trying to sleep after too much ale?
Yes. Yes, I do.
A little
Really?
like that.
A little like that. Not as dramatic as I expected. Not as dramatic as I've been through. I've lost entire pieces of my life. Time spent in torpors. I avoid it at all costs.
How long were you in torpor?
Not long at all. But I've forgotten things. Lost portions of my own life. Portions of my mortal life just gone. Holes, memories. Vanished. Can't account for them.
Cheery thought. Well, if nothing else, you've persuaded me to also avoid torpor.
But what did you find in the dark? Truth? Any prophecies? Did anyone speak to you? Did anyone come to you?
Well, if you want prophecies, I can help you with those.
Oh, you're a prophet now, I see.
Multi-talented.
Play me a song, Bard. Read my future.
All right. Find somewhere to sit down in the tunnel. I maybe just kind of like reach in to the hole and like just grab my harp
Okay.
and just kind of like
He
I
looks
sit
in.
down.
He looks in. You haven't been living in there, have you?
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't have found
I
you unless you had it bust through the wall.
guess I'll have to find another place. It's not good for us to know where one another sleep.
Don't
I
worry.
trust you don't mind me staying down here.
Don't worry. If you're gonna stay down here, I'll stop exploring.
I don't feel like it's safe for me up there. I've made one too many mistakes, at least down here, if I lose my
I'll help you patch up the
composure.
wall. I'm a mason.
Thank you. You were a mason.
I was a mason.
So why you dress like a priest?
I just like this because it's easy. It stays clean. Hides the dirt.
Suppose so. All right. One prophecy coming up. And he sits down, strums his harp, and I will attempt to bring on a premonition.
All right. Roll it -2 because you are still in the same scene with your
Yeah.
anger compulsion.
What am I rolling? Resolve plus aspects?
Resolve plus aspects -2.
I rouse for this, right?
You can rouse for this if you wish.
No, I have to roll a rouse check for premonition, do I?
I'm double checking right now. I'm getting right to it.
Bring it. Yeah, make a rouse check. I'll make a
Yep.
rouse check for this. All right, I passed. And I will roll resolve plus aspects, which is that's 6 dice for me, including my power dice, -2, so that's 4 dice. Classy. All right, I'm gonna re-roll 2 just because
Okay.
I don't want to
Yep.
embarrass myself in front of Cadweir. Don't want to
Yep.
embarrass myself in front of the real vampires. Ugh, man, still 2. That's nothing.
Okay. That
Embarrass yourself like Roswin did.
unfortunately, that is not enough successes to get your premonition. But give me. I also would love for you to give me a manipulation plus performance check
Okay.
because you are playing for him.
So that would be a mere 6 dice. Unless I
And you can, if you want to BS a premonition and come up with one off the
no,
top of your head to trick him, you can do that.
that's something Mail would do. I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
All right, I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna put it on for this. I'm just gonna roll my regular dice.
Go for it. Oh, look at
Great,
that.
that's good
You
enough.
could a critical success. Tell me what the song's
That's it.
about.
The song is about it is about a lonely wanderer who has been expelled from his home and is feeling very sorry for himself.
Okay. I
It's a
dig
kind
it.
of very melancholic, kind of sad little dirge that he's playing.
Well, since you critted, Cadwir becomes almost enthralled with it. But he can feel the anger in your song. And he seems to back up just a little bit because you're radiating this anger. You did burst through a wall. But you got a critical success. So he hasn't heard music this fine in a very long time. And he doesn't seem to do what he does. And he stops and he strains and he goes, when Dretta spins her web, Arcadia spreads his velvet snare. And have you spoken with his Pretorians yet?
No, I have not. But I imagine that they'll be checking us out as soon as they can.
Well, I've spoken with both of them. They had so many
Both of
questions
them.
about what happened to Aldegar. Not Aldegar, I'm sorry. The Prince Bishop. And what happened with Aldegar.
Alias.
Yes, they want to know about Alias.
I expect they'll know the location of the Mithraeum now as well. If they didn't
Yes,
already.
I had told them.
Very well. What do you make of them?
What do I make of them? I'm not sure that we're going to survive this. I'm making plans to
No.
make sure I do. If I have to, I will just disappear.
I will. I've never thought of disappearing from here. I've run away from. Run away before and it didn't solve any problems.
No, I wouldn't run away. I would disappear. And wait.
Harder for me than for you, sir.
Fine lecture,
But
Cadmus steps out of a shadow. But words are wind. The only proof worth hearing is what he does when the fire licks at his heels. He looks at you. Good evening, Adarad.
Are you Cadmus or Janus?
Cadmus.
Ah, well. Always happy to host a clanmate in my humble abode.
It was only a matter of time before I found you. I've been looking. I figured if I followed Cadwir at some point, I'd find you. We know what he does. We know who he is. We know what this rat, where he goes, how he patrols. He knows where you all sleep. He watches you. And if you follow the rat, eventually you'll find the cheese.
Smell my cloak.
Tell me, Adarad, you were seen with Aldhelm often? Tell us about him.
Aldhelm is a man with a problem. This problem is that he cannot help himself but aggravate others. Honestly, I'm not sure he's even trying most of the time. You give him a chance to cooperate with this community, and 9 times out of 10, he will throw it back in your face.
He's been marked for destruction in Seoul.
Doesn't surprise me. What did he do?
He created children without the permission of Arcadius and left them.
Is that against the rules here?
It's against the rules pretty much everywhere. We had to dispose of the children, and those who and we just need to dispose those who created him. Arcadius.
Making children was not something that I considered in my charter.
You are the ones who came up with the charter.
I wrote the first draft.
Interesting. You are the Reeve?
That's my title, yes.
Yes. Interesting. I'm not going to threaten you. Janus does the threats. I'm just here to remind you why we're here. Arcadius wishes to make sure this city stays stable. If there's a hint of the Furaries, we will come down on it like an axe. That's not a threat, that is just a reality of the situation.
Understood.
Why are you sleeping in a cistern?
Well, if you saw where I used to sleep, you would understand.
Have some dignity. Cadwir, I leave you to your sewers. Cadwir looks a little ashamed he's been followed. How do you react to that, Anarod?
Being told to have some dignity?
Yes.
Every single fiber of
because you are still your
every single fiber of Anarod's being says punch the cop in the face, but he knows better than that.
Does he? Because you are currently under your compulsion.
I don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it.
I'll settle for being sarcastic.
Okay.
We'll if he's leaving,
he's kind of leaving. He's kind of goading you. You can kind of tell.
Yeah, I'll do everything I can to resist like losing it for this guy, because I do want to maintain my composure in front of them as much as I can.
Give me a resolve plus composure when he tells about the dignity comment. We'll see how you do. We'll see how you do. We'll see how you do with your.
I'm taking a minus to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Difficulty.
What's the difficulty?
2.
All right, I'm gonna rouse.
Okay.
Get hungrier, and I'm gonna take an extra 2 dice for that. So let's go.
2 successes. You're fine.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed. Yep, that's all you needed. You maintain. You do not lose your temper on the cop. You do not knock him out or attempt to. He seems like he was goading you because he can tell. He can tell how it chafes at a fellow Bruja. And you know that he can tell, and you know he's doing it on purpose, or at least you think you know. You can't really
Yeah.
tell. You can't read minds, but you think you know. And he kind of gives a
Yeah.
grin. He says, "What are you gonna do for the rest of the night? Y'all gonna run to that Amber Vale place, meet up, discuss what creepy little people we've been?"
Well, it's been a while since I've popped my head round the door in the Amber Vale. Why, is there anything interesting going on there I should know about?
Oh no, we just know that that's where you now gather. It's your Elysium. Funny that you came up with that idea. Who came up with the idea of Elysium?
Well, that one was Badulf, and I think
Oh,
he
makes
may have
sense.
pilfered it from somewhere else.
Interesting, yes. Interesting
Not a
that
bad
he
idea,
would do
though.
it. Don't trust that one.
Any particular reason I ought not to?
Yes, he's got an ulterior motive, and we don't know exactly what it is yet. He's too accommodating.
Well noted.
With that, he turns and he disappears into the shadows. I'm going to make a rouse check for him.
I'm just going to turn to Cadweir and I'll go, think he likes me.
All right, and he does. He ducks into the shadows, and he is gone. Kyra goes, "He doesn't like you. He's testing you. He's watching you. We're all going to die. He's going to kill us all. There's nothing that we can do about it. He's not. They're not going to trust the city in the hands of fledglings. And I'm not going to take it. And Badulf doesn't want it. Badulf will just leave.
I think he's trying to play us against one another.
Maybe.
A comment about Badulf throwing your nocturnal your activities in the evenings, your little patrols in everybody's face. He wants to sow suspicion.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, if you excuse me, I have more exploring. I must leave. I have things I need to do. I didn't mean to be caught down here overnight. And at least the person I expected to speak was you. I have much to think about now.
Well, I'm glad we got this chance to speak.
Indeed. With that,
Keep in touch.
we're going to go on our 10-minute break, folks. Everyone ready? All right, let's go. Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Commodore Z, coming in hot with some more tabletop RPGs. How's everyone doing for our mid-break? I'm going to do a quick round table, get a check-in with everyone, get a quick consent, and make sure everything's good so far with everything that's gone down. Roswin, played by Nerd at Art. Tell me what you think so far.
Excellent. Having a great time.
Excellent. Davey, playing Anarod.
Oh, wonderful.
Joshi, everything good so far?
Oh yeah, it's great.
All right, and Quick Crafters, you doing good?
Still living and kicking.
Still living and kicking. Excellent. Love it. All right, I want to gather everyone together now.
Ooh.
Everyone together in the scene. The door opens with fanfare. As you're at the... Now everyone is gathered for Elysium. For whatever reason, you've decided to meet at the Amber Vale. You know Cadmus and Janus are likely to be there. They've brought it up. Some of them have brought it up. Roswin's already there. And everyone except Wendretta and Kinnerik has arrived. The scene is luxurious. Tapestries. A new tapestry that hangs. One with Badulf in it. Hangs proudly in the Amber Vale. Amidst the silks and the perfumes. Badulf says softly, Beorhtric is ash. Now Egbert comes, drawn by exile, sharpened by hunger. But before you sharpen your own knives, remember a king is not prey to be snared in the first sight. You learned that with the last. Let's not repeat the same mistakes of before.
Dooney tries to be as invisible as possible. In fact, maybe he even reflexively uses unseen presence.
In fairness to us, the Beorhtric attempted to snare us, not the other way round. I think we would have been more than happy to have had nothing to do with the man.
I was there at the feast the night that he sought you. You went willingly to his table. It was unwise.
Yes, and if we hadn't, what would have happened? We would have ended up in the dungeons with spigots in us like Leaf.
How Leif got there, we still don't understand. Even my spies can't. Right, I'm sorry, my associates can find nothing out about that.
Sad end.
Very sad end. To a man I never met. One close to you, though, I understand.
Very close. Embraced on the same night. I'm kind of looking at Suni as I'm saying this, just to see how Suni's reacting to it.
I mean, I suppose you could see me.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if you're... Can't go invisible if you were there already.
Suni's just like actually very sad about it. Like he views the original six of us as a family, and he viewed Leaf as closer than that because of the baptism that
Yeah.
they had gone through together. So yeah, he's not speaking out of turn though. He's just sad.
Yeah.
Battle
Okay.
circles.
Anarod notes that.
Oh, go ahead. Battle circles around
No,
no, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything, sorry.
Battle circles around a table that has a board set up on it, and he just puts a piece on the board. Beorhtric was soft, yet even he turned his teeth on you. What then will a stronger king do when he sensed the darkness in his hall? Should you darken his hall? When you live amongst them. My Rose, you live right under their roof. In the end, were you not betrayed?
You are not wrong, my lord.
Lessons have been learned from not only the incidents with Beorhtric, but we've learned much since we first became what we are.
And though Beorhtric may have been weak himself, let's not forget that he had a strong man behind him.
Bert's not going to have any of that. There will be no pagan lord behind him, no witch, no wizard, no wise man. He has been raised on Charlemanic Christianity. He's going to bring that Frankian fervor to this island. What do you say, Twiceborn?
I say that if they think they know where their king came from, they probably would redouble their faith. Charlemagne was no saint.
Maybe no saint, but he's the most powerful man in Europe. And Egbert has his backing.
Are you asking me what I wish to do, or are you trying to provoke me?
I'm asking you what you wish to do. Are you going to take up residence in the palace again?
If only I could. But we all know how that ended.
And I'm gonna like cast a quick glance towards Suni, like, you know, I'm like not exactly mad or angry, but like, you know, it could have went better.
Soon he disappears again. Not actually though, because he can't, but he tries.
I feel like he just like goes slightly transparent.
Yeah. Like you see through. You can see where he is, but he's like see through.
Faith at the end of the day is what resides in a man's heart and a man's mind. Worship can be given in any hall. Pagans are not like Christians. We do not need walls of stone in order to give worship. Let him have his fate.
Battle turns
I'm
back
inclined to agree.
Oop.
So long as he stays in Winchester and doesn't attempt to expand his borders.
You're asking for a man not to do what a man normally does. We all know that will eventually come. It'll pass, if not him, the one that comes after. Every man always envies more what is beyond their borders. Or another man will convert what he has, and war will come one way or another. If not in this century, then in the next. We'd better be prepared for it instead.
Badulf looks, nods. Wise words. Wise words. Roswin, did your shadow council with the queen keep you safe in the end?
No, my lord.
What will you do now? For the new king, for the new queen, will take residence in the palace.
I feel that having some interaction with them is inevitable. Perhaps I will continue working for them, but I don't know if I should continue to live there, and I will certainly not reveal what I am to them.
May I make a proposal?
Of course.
There are two ways to control a board when you play at a game. You can either try to control the central piece. Now you rely only on one seat of power. Or you can rely on all of the pieces around it. And make that your power. At the end of the day, a leader needs to decide what poison he will go to bed with. Because crime is always inevitable. So why not be the most appealing of the evils that he needs to consort with?
Rather than seek to control the king, we should seek to strengthen our hold over Winchester.
Yes, let's not be the king of Winchester. Let's be Winchester itself.
Much in the way that Badulf had created this place when he came.
It's not so hard, really, if you know who to talk to, have the money to do so, and the means. I believe that you can do the same.
It is something I intend to do.
It's a noble plan that you have. But remember, did wearing his face free you? Or did it nearly damn you, Suni?
I have no intentions on making that same mistake again.
Janus cuts in cold as he steps through some of the curtain. The last king saw cracks in your mask. Even as his flesh rotted, what will Egbert see when his eyes are sharp and his back is straight? Hold on 1 second. Yes? I'm not using it. I don't have it. No.
Quick, everybody, plot and scheme while the storyteller's away.
Oh no, he's back.
Oh no! Shh.
Okay. What was that? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Nothing. You're fine. You're good.
Nope.
We weren't saying anything. No,
Nope. You're good. You're good.
just patiently waiting.
As I've said to you in confidence, Janus, I do not intend to make that same mistake again. I do not intend to be noticed by this new king. I intend to cling more closely to the shadow than before, and do my best to pass the time with the seasons.
Let kings live. Let kings die. That comes from Cadmus, who steps in from the other side. That is my advice. Let them live, let them die. Have no truck with them whatsoever.
I thought this was to be a learning experience from us. I did not think that we would benefit from the boon of your wisdom.
I'm gonna look at him. This is basically like my way of saying, like, how about you deal your own shit? Not get involved in ours.
He senses your sarcasm, and he shoots you a glance. Here's you, twice born, or older. Much older. We've known about you for some time. How could you not? You're so famous. Everyone knows the twice born. We've seen drawings of you that look hauntingly familiar to what we see before us now. Everyone knows of you, twice born. They also know that you never come out during the day. They also know that you never take meals.
Fame is a double-edged sword. I will have it. And I understand. I see the lesson you are trying to teach.
We're
I will
trying
not forget it.
we're trying to keep you alive without having to do harm to you ourselves.
I thank you for it, then.
Badulf looks to the two of them, and he raises a hand and he goes, "You two are, of course, welcome here. But I will ask that you do not threaten my guests, subtly or not, in any manner, or you will be breaching the Elysia, and you will be asked to leave." Janus and Cadmus look to each other. Cadmus sort of shrugs. Janus looks stoic and turns and says, "Fine. We will comport ourselves with the behavior as you wish." All right, how's your beast feeling right now?
Who are you asking?
Anurad.
It's a different scene, right? So my
Yep,
compulsion's
exactly.
over.
Different scene. Yep, your compulsion is over.
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I've only got 2 hunger.
All right. So you're not feeling how does this conversation making Anurad feel?
I feel like the grown-ups are talking over me.
Ooh, I did not intend that. Sorry about that.
No. There's an angle here that Badulf is playing. I understand that, and he's stepping in to defend us here. I understand what he has to gain from that, but he's not wrong about the king and about the way that we've been behaving. The best thing for us when Egbert comes is for us to have no contact with him at all.
Roswin, what are you going through your mind?
I mean, to be fair, I think a few of us are too famous to ignore contact with him. I was literally like, oh shit, I need to buy dots and fame before this guy gets here. I mean, like, Wolfstan is well known. Roswin is well known for her craft and about to take dots and fame, so she'll actually be well known for her craft. And it could be argued that the same would go for Anarod. He's a well known bard in town. We're going to end up having to commingle with them in some way, shape, or form. I think it's just up to us to maintain as great a distance as possible, if that is the plan.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go through Shuni's mind during all this.
Suni is very much trying to keep a low profile, keep in the good graces of the adults, so to speak. He's upset that he got put on the spot again about the king shit. It's almost as though he needs to make a public declaration to these people that, like, hey, I fucking fucked up and I'm super sorry about it. Like, can we move on? I won't do it again. And yeah, he's just trying to learn as much as he can about being here. And definitely agrees with the whole, like, don't talk to the king anymore. It's the thing that we've learned.
We'll go to his
New
feast.
king, old king, no king, good king.
Okay.
I like Wolfstan's angle of let's not focus on the king, let's focus on Winchester. I think that goes right into the idea that Roswin had earlier with, like, making herself her own little spot. Suni, you might be sharing the marketplace with me soon. I do apologize. But yeah, I think we just focus on
sharing.
we focus on building a stronger network in Winchester itself that we could potentially circumvent the king if we needed to.
Excellent. Crit Crafters, what is going through Wolfstan's mind through this conversation?
I would say that it is the need to evolve is making more, like, if Winchester needs to be a thing and remain a thing, evolving will be required. And it's like, how much can I do that without losing too much of myself? And is it worth it? I think is like what's going on right now.
Janus and Cadmus. Well, we've been having this kind of discussion. I've been having their own little discussion off to the side. Badulf turns back to you, back to Roswin. And he kind of just... because Egbert will not arrive alone. He brings an exile's hunger, Frankish friends, and eyes trained to root out foes. We'll have to be careful regardless, whether we are pursuing him or not. There will be new eyes on the night. And who knows what he's going to bring with him. Who's going to be attached to him. What Canaanites are coming with him. Cadmus snorts. Because they always come. And they always come with the invaders. More Canaanites. And we always repel them. We always have since we've taken this island. Cadmus goes, well, I'm here. As he appears out of nowhere. Anurag, you look like you're about to say something?
No. That was just my. Of course he's here.
Wise choice.
I actually would say, does that mean that we are to be troops in your army pushing back against these Canaanites? Not necessarily this new king, but the Canaanites associated with him.
All Canaanites who live under the baronies are expected to fight.
Understood.
Badulf puts his hands up. Whoa, one moment, please. No one needs to fight these Frankish Canaanites. Perhaps deals can be struck. Perhaps they can be persuaded to leave. No one needs to fight. Perhaps there's matters of prestation that can be handled. We can send them on their way. We can send them to Ireland. I hear Strathclyde's nice.
Or just raises an eyebrow.
Then he kind of looks at the two Praetorians.
Janus just looks disgusted at Badulf. Cadmus seems more amused than anything. We will fight, and we will win. There's one thing we do need to talk about, though, Badulf says. This wedding. How is this going to happen? Without destroying the secrecy of the blood.
Henrik's
It's a
wedding?
very good question.
Yes.
Imagine he could ghoul his bride. Keep her in line that way. Probably the safest thing.
I say we make him forget.
Do the Ventru not have access to such mind alterations as she could be manipulated that way?
These oaths take place during the day. These ceremonies take place during the day.
Oh my lord. This will be a simple answer. There's many reason to hold a banquet at night, a feast at night.
A banquet at night, yes, a feast at night. But an oath before God must be done in the sun.
We all know this is not so. We've had similar issues with the previous baptism. Anarod, perhaps you could speak to your archbishop and ensure a very fashionable evening wedding at the Hall of Basings.
Should not be too difficult to arrange.
Badulf looks at the very irregular things you've said.
He doesn't know we've been through this before with a baptism that can quote unquote only take place under the light of God. Ha ha.
Fair enough.
That was before we had a pet archbishop.
Exactly.
It was before we had a pet archbishop, yes.
This is true. It was episode 2. We are now on episode 18. I understand if anyone is confused and lost.
It was I baptized in the light of the new moon.
Baptism. Ugh.
It's just a bath.
Bleh. I'm pretty sure
Like-
I'm pretty sure I'm weak to running water, so you know,
Oh,
just
That's thematically appropriate.
Badulf looks to Janus, looks to Cadmus, looks to Roswin. If you know what you're doing, I trust you.
I believe we'll be able to take care of it.
Except you will be a thane to the king.
Some interaction with the king is inevitable if we're to grow our power within Winchester.
Perhaps it's
is
wise
true.
to curb one's power to avoid interacting with the king.
What are you suggesting?
Badulf sits down and he puts one of the pieces on the board and he moves it into place. Sometimes a self-sacrifice must be made for the greater whole. The greater whole being the secrecy of the blood.
I
Perhaps
don't think being a Thane is something you can resign from.
one can die.
We are not speaking truly here, but in the eyes of mortals.
Yes. Of course.
I am just simply confirming this for Honorad, who clearly seems to be conflicted.
Perhaps you're right, my lord Badulf, but I fear for now, if we are to expand our coterie's power and influence, we must at least somewhat work through mortal means.
Of course,
I
by
also
all
don't think
means.
that- I also don't think that this is a decision that we can make for him.
For him, yes.
Oh, no, of course not. I just merely wish to conversate and discuss and politic. It's what we do.
Without the most important person in the conversation present.
Of course, you could never have this conversation in front of him.
Oh yes. Whispers and secrets and ravens and lies.
No lies, only truth.
One man's truth is another man's lie.
You'll find that is not entirely true, Sunni. The truth is always one way. Whether we accept it or not is the situation. But all things come into a balance. At one point, your heart will be weighed, and you will come either to balance or you'll be devoured.
Simple question of practicality. I don't think there's anyone in Winchester who doesn't know Kinrick. He's one of the king's thanes. He's a famous man. How is he supposed to disappear into the city? How is he supposed to claim to be dead?
Wolfstan's gonna look at Sunni.
I look at Wolfstan.
Don't you have means to carve flesh, Sunni?
Only my own.
But that can be elaborated further, can it not?
Perhaps one day, but that day is not today.
The problem with Kenrick is it will be a problem that we will need to all face and come to accept it. Will come a time that we will not age and it will be noticed.
That's true.
And that time might come sooner than we expect.
I mean, what if he is attacked in the streets? Stabbed with a knife through the heart? In public? And he does not die?
I think that my friends are speaking through, though, saying that we are indeed getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Of course.
As we are discussing this without him.
A hypothetical.
I'd rather not do hypotheses without him present.
I think that any of us would argue that if any one of us were stabbed in the heart in the middle of the street, it would be necessary for us to leave. Simply due to the public nature of the situation. We're not, my lord, entirely without common sense.
Leave and go where?
Anywhere.
Don't you live
Follow
in
Aldhelm, I suppose.
No, thank you.
I don't want that any more than anyone else, but
The world is a large
no,
place. We
that's
have many years to explore it.
that I actually I look over at the Pretorians and say, that was a poor jest. I suppose the baronies of Avalon have ways to protect their own, and perhaps, assuming the worst, one could just move to another city? Is that how that works?
Time are a limited resource. We tend to keep our populations very planned. Migration of new Canaanites from one city to another is often difficult, though not impossible.
Again, this is all hypotheticals and what ifs and etc.
Cadmus stands forward. He goes, if you're asking if you screw up here, can you leave and come to Sewell? The answer is probably no.
There we go then.
Look back at Badulf.
Badulf realizes in time we're going to have to make changes. When it's my time to leave, I will die. My things will be packed up. They will leave and I will appear somewhere else. It's an inevitability. You could always come back in a generation or two.
I think it's reasonable to assume that in another 20 years, people will start to ask why we haven't aged. There will come a time we must all move on, at least for a time. If we're smart, we will try and keep our holding in Winchester by making sure that not too many of us are gone at once.
I also think that by that time we could be, hopefully, entirely forgotten. By the mortals, at least. Some are easier than others.
There is also the option to become a simple face in the crowd.
Forgotten among the mortals.
Yes. Winchester will likely grow.
Speaking of, my Lord Cadmus, if I may ask your wisdom, you said that in the other cities your numbers were kept in careful check. How many Canaanites would one expect Winchester to support?
Because I am no census keeper. But I would wager no more than 9.
It's more than
It
we
appears
thought.
we are already at our fill.
Housing the two of you, we count 10.
I don't feed from humans.
Suni absolutely does not poke that.
Right? We're just like, okay, and moving on. Not gonna ask, not gonna ask.
But I want to know.
You can poke it. I ain't.
No.
It's either
There's one thing-
animals or I don't want to know.
Yeah, exactly. There's one thing that I'm like, okay, no, I'm sorry I asked. Didn't mean to. Sorry. I understand. Thank you, Pop.
Hey,
Thank you, Daddy.
If you want to touch the butt, you touch the butt.
Nope. I'm good.
Do not be concerned about our feeding and our impact on your domain. It will be minimal. We brought our own herd with us.
Hmm.
It will extinguish within the time we are here, likely, but we will build it anew. We will have no impact. We are going to integrate ourselves into this city for the time being while we are here. We are not going to be silent sentinels with no agendas. We have plans, and we will follow them. We will watch you. We will follow your laws that you have written.
And I fear that these plans will not go in conflict against the authority of our queen, will they?
They are plans built for our survival, not for the toppling of a domain or a regime. They're to make our night-to-night lives comfortable. That is our agenda.
I'm clearly not satisfied by this.
He doesn't
And
seem
what
to.
of?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, Anerod would just kind of intercede with. And what about the religious aspect? Mithras is a god, is he not?
You wish to know about Mithras?
You worship him as a god, yes?
We
All
know him
Canaanites in the
as a god.
baronies
He
do.
is a god, yes. A god that walks amongst us, or has in the past, that will again.
Is this worship mandatory in baronies of Avalon?
They look to each other. It is highly encouraged.
Interesting.
Did we
I would
meet the
like to
man?
know
I
more.
assume.
I would like to meet him too. But you say he doesn't walk amongst us anymore?
Currently, he sleeps the sleep of ages.
And how long, may I ask, has he slept?
Janus speaks up first. 500 years.
Oh, only 500 years.
He looks at Anerod like with like a shut the fuck up face on, like. And Anerod's glib 500 years. Soon he's just like, chill, man.
But in all seriousness, I would be fascinated to learn more of this worship. I've been studying what documents I have been able to obtain, you see. It would be good to have somebody with personal experience to draw from.
Documents you've uncovered, you say.
Yes, the Mithraeum.
You found the Mithraeum.
We did.
Who's Mithraeum?
I believe the priest there was one Alias.
Aelius Verus, Prince Bishop of Winchester. Was his Mithraeum disturbed in any way?
Disturbed seemed very empty to me, but I went in and had a look. Wouldn't say I disturbed things.
Was that where you found the documents?
Yes.
So you took the documents from his Mithraeum?
Well, he wasn't using them.
They look at each other. They look to you. They have no weapons with them. They're in Elysium.
Naturally, I will share these documents with you, and you can see what you can make of them.
Wasn't stealing, it was finders keepers.
We'd like these documents back if possible.
Of course.
We will return them to Sewell. Interesting. And now you wish to learn about Mithraism. It's not something one learns, it's something one experiences. But if you wish, we will guide you to the mysteries. The two of us.
Very
Any
well.
who wish to approach the mysteries of Mithras are more than welcome to join. They look to Wolfstein, and even you, Twiceborn.
I have already worshipped too many gods. I'm not inclined to add another.
I have room for one more, perhaps.
Badulf shakes his head. No. No, I already serve one blood god. Don't need to serve another. You, Suni? Badulf speaks up to you.
Of course. Oh, this Badulf guy. If for no other reason than to more appropriately fit in with your society, I think that it could be beneficial for both of us. Indeed, maybe I might learn a thing.
It will be enlightening and illuminating. And those who accept Mithras accept his protection. And the protection of the barons of Avalon. Adolf just starts clapping his hands slowly. Just starts a slow clap. He goes, "Wonderful, gentlemen. You've bullied your way into converting neonates." He's attempting to break the spell they have over you. With humor.
I would not say that this is bullying. I would say that this is doing what is best for all of us.
You're doing it out of fear of change. I do believe that this is bullying. I think Badulf is right. You're complying because you fear.
Not
Is the
Tall
bu-
Wolfstein.
Does the bully wield a carrot or a stick?
think
I
you're
mean, they are
confusing-
threatening to kill all of us if we don't shape up in the next 6 years. So I think the
Yeah.
answer is stick.
But in this situation, I believe that the bully is the perceived bully is wielding a carrot.
No. That perceived bully is not waving a carrot. That perceived bully is offering you homogenization so that you'll fit right in.
Yeah, it's like absorb it. That's cultural cleansing.
It's just a big carrot with no stick.
Simply because the carrot they show is the size of a club doesn't mean they can't smother you with it.
But
I think
about
Ellie
the confused
and Chad is
giant
right.
carrot.
You need to aim for running the cult, Suni. Aim higher.
I mean,
be the cult leader, not the
Hey,
cult follower.
In a
We
thousand
already
years,
have a
maybe you'll be
cult
good
leader.
enough to be a
We already
cult
have a
leader.
cult leader. Suni was never destined to be a cult leader. Suni was destined to be.
He's less taught. He's gonna be a power metal like musician in the far future. He's gonna be a rock star.
we're
Covered in
we're so
piercings.
screwed.
Sorry.
Suni will be the 9th century Sasha Vikos.
During all of this, Badulf doesn't seem too impressed with Janus and Cadmus. Maybe it's because he might just be as powerful as they are. He seems to give that air that he does not seem to be afraid of them.
I think it's an air of like, these are my babies. Leave them alone. I go get your own babies.
Get your own babies.
I was bullying them first. Go away.
Right? I get to brainwash these guys. You guys get out of here.
Right? It's like-
This is my lunch money, not yours. Go away.
But then he stops and he thinks for a moment. If you're going to teach them a Mithraism, I think it is only right that they hear other truths as well. When the Mithraists look to each other, and Janus then says, "What heresy did you speak of, Sedite?"
I thought that Elysium was supposed to be a place where no conflict of the sort would happen.
Of course.
Was
I never
wrong?
expected Badulf raises his hand. I will change the subject to avoid conflict. But gentlemen, please, this is Elysium. There's no need for such behavior. What do you think, Anarad?
I'm curious to hear about what constitutes heresy in the Baronies of Avalon.
Cadmus plainly says anything that is not Mithraic.
But you said that it was not mandatory to practice Mithraism.
It is not mandatory to practice Mithraism.
because
The
it is
pra-
not mandatory. It
but the-
doesn't mean that
The practice of
anything
anything
else
else is
They'll worship Mithras or no one.
Sunni is correct.
I see. Well, not so different from Christianity.
Not so different from many religions.
Give me a manipulation plus theology roll. No, don't. Never mind. You don't have that. You don't have that. No, just don't. All right. They look to each other again. Don't goad us. We're not threatening you. We're just telling you the facts.
That was
And the
absolutely
Baronies of
not my
Avalon.
intention.
The only faith that is accepted is that of Mithras. The fact that you remain as a separate island apart from the Baronies of Avalon is a stain. We wish to wash that stain, so we will teach you how to be proper Mithraics within these 6 years. And by the time we are done, you'll understand that it will take 7 for you to even truly understand what we're saying. If you wish to stay, I would suggest Badulf just sort of Because this is not going to happen. And they just seem to ignore him and they just keep talking. Does anyone have any objection to this?
Aye.
I don't see the harm in allowing Badulf to practice his own religion.
We are not in the baronies yet. His religion is not outlawed.
But the moment we bend the knee to you in 6 years, it will be.
If that is what happens, that is what happens.
And we all know what you will do to us if we don't.
Time changes all things. Nothing is set in stone. Your destiny is not yet written. Arcadius may change his mind. Likely not, but possible. Best prepare for the inevitable. If that's what you think is coming. Badulf just sits down, puts his head, does not lose his cool, but runs his hand through his beard. "6 years, you say? That is no time at all. Because I'm staying here. I put too much into this. Who stands with me?"
We all know that Arcadius has put us up to an impossible task. 6 years is nothing in the lifespan of our eternity.
I don't intend to leave this place.
Nor do I.
At this, the talk you're having, Janus and Cadmus look at each other and they both leave. They leave the Elysium.
Before they leave, I would take a moment to try and catch them like by their eyes, and I would simply say, I intend to turn what you see as a stain into a jewel.
They look at you and they nod, and then they leave.
Ooh, that didn't go well.
Gentlemen, we have a seemingly insurmountable task ahead of us. I suggest we all start conspiring on what we can do to gain our strength, to rally Winchester around us, to try and make ourselves seem like something not worth destroying or impossible to undermine. We have a long road ahead of us.
With that comes avoiding easy provocations.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Oh, I was more looking at, well, I mean, you and also Badulf. Mostly Badulf.
Badulf looks up because I do apologize. I find it. I have very difficult time with the Mithraists. I understood that when I came here, they were going to be here, but I've dealt with Alias before. I understood Alias. I never had to deal with Arcadius before. I do apologize.
A new relationship, I'm sure that you can
But I couldn't sit here and
Another
let
way
them
to,
threaten the 6 of you. I can just leave. The 6 of you will have a much harder time in doing so. It's hard enough to move from city to city with what lies between us. Have you ever tried to travel?
Only short distances, my lord.
I have been to Southampton.
And
To
how
the
was your
state
trip?
once or twice.
Only.
Not as
What was-
pleasant as I would have liked it to be, but
I was
prosperous.
harassed by Faye.
The night is dark. The day is worse. The space between cities is not for us. It's for others.
Mm-hmm.
Others that will hunt our kind and destroy us, quite frankly. I do not envy the 6 of you, nor your queen, our queen, the queen.
We must do what we can to cozy up to them for now. Nothing is stone. Stone breaks. We just have to go about it more courteously, I think.
Think
Perhaps.
about-
Try to avoid the subject of Mithraeus, the religion altogether.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. I want to know what they believe. I want to know how they work, how they operate, how they think.
Having the 2 of them there is as beneficial to us as it is to them.
They're gonna hang around here for 6 years. We might as well learn all we can.
Be careful, Anurad. Knowing much opens the gate to interest.
I'm already
After-
interested.
Yes, and that is already, I fear, a bit too much.
I already have my own beliefs. Do I think vampire is a god just because he's older than us?
There are stories. Stories of wondrous things that some of the old blood can do. Some things that can normally only be attributed to gods. I'd be careful on the ground that you are treading on. It is a dangerous and slippery slope. And I wouldn't want you to now, after some time, become another one of these goons of his. However your heart pure and intent are to begin with.
I take your caution. I will endeavor to keep my distance from drinking too deeply from the waters of Mithraism. But I do want to know what they have to offer. Certainly what offers they've taken. This Mithras hasn't been seen in 500 years. They must have some reason to still worship him. But that remains to be seen.
I understand the curiosity.
Badulf looks to Roswin. You wish to learn of my faith?
I would, my lord.
Then I will teach you. I'll teach any of you who wish to learn about great Seth,
I would like
the
to learn as
storm
well.
god. Yes,
Can do both.
of course. We will arrange meetings. We will discuss. We'll be like the Christians were when they first came to be, huddled in the dark, preaching to themselves. But I'll teach you. I'll teach you the way. There's many ways. There are many ways. Wolfstead knows. There's my way. There's the temple's way. There's Wolfstan's way. Christ's way. There's Mithras's way. But I'll teach you mine. And then you'll decide. Have you heard the myth of Cain?
Of course, my lord.
Cain killed his only brother. The first vampire. It's untrue. Cain was not the first vampire. The first vampire was Set, the god of storms, of ancient Chem.
Is Cadwir still here?
Cadwir's still here, and he's just sort of
Oh,
just doing what Cadwir does.
I'm listening, but my gaze is focused more on Cadwir than Badulf.
Cadwir was listening through everything that went on with Janus and Cadmus. He just didn't say a word. And that seems like it was done on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because he likes to be forgotten. What, then you asked Cadwir something?
No, I'm not asking him anything. I'm
Oh,
just,
okay.
As Badulf is regaling us with this tale of his god,
I will give you guys an appropriate write-up of that.
I would be reading Cadwir's face rather than Badulf's face.
Give me...
listening to Badulf.
Yep, give me a
but
Wits plus Insight
watching
check.
Cadwir.
Difficulty 3.
I can take half.
You take half. You can tell that he's amused by what's being said, but he's not taking it very seriously, as if he knows something that he doesn't think Badulf knows. And as Badulf gets further into his speech about the first vampire, Cadwir speaks up. It is Cain, of course it's Cain. It's always been Cain. It always will be Cain. We are Cainites. We are the children of Cain. Don't try to pollute their minds with your Sethite bullshit.
Anarod is delighted that none of these vampires can agree on the most basic history of their kind. It's chef's kiss to him. He's just so happy. It's exactly like mortals.
Roswin intends on listening to Badulf's bullshit, listening to Janus and Cadmus's bullshit, and she wants to hear Cadwir's bullshit. She wants it all. She
Exactly.
She thinks it's all bullshit.
I'm the same. I want to pick the best religion.
I want to pick the best religion for surviving, not for dying.
That's the pro for Mithraism, yeah.
I just picture that scene from The Mummy when he walks up to the guy and he just starts pulling like a cross and a star and this and that. Which one of these is gonna work?
Gotta hedge your bets.
The two older kindred began having an argument amongst each other. They seem to both trying to regale each other with more deep lore that you can't understand. Badulf just gets frustrated and breaks into this language you don't understand. You possibly can't understand. It sounds very... I can't even pronounce... It sounds Ethiopian. But you don't know what Ethiopian sounds like.
Yeah.
Is he the only one who understands this language? Is he talking to himself?
Basically, he's almost yelling. in this language at Cadwir, who doesn't seem to understand what's going on. Finally, he calms down. And he stops. He goes, "Forgive me." I get very passionate when this subject comes up. I do apologize. He looks ashamed at himself at how he reacted. And he glares at Cadwir. He goes, "I have not felt like this in some time." At that, the candlelight stutters, and the lights go down, and that's where we're ending game tonight. Between those two. Yet in the ashes, something stirs. The crown that burned with Beorhtric's name still gleams faintly in the dark. A promise unkempt, or a curse unfinished. And Cuthwin's grave, newly sealed, holds not silence but secrets. A whispering weight that the earth itself cannot forget. The halls of Wessex stand between two funerals. One king, one of lords. And those who walk them now must decide what their mourning means. Do they kneel before the memory of the old order? Or light new candles from the embers of the dead? The wind carries the smoke eastward toward the sea, and its drift one truth clings to every stone of Winchester. The dead do not rest here. They wait. Everyone have a good time tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to do our little outro that we usually do. We're going to ask you what you liked. If there's anything you didn't like, you don't have to answer that. But if there is anything you didn't like, let me know. And what your favorite part of this of the night was tonight. We're going to start with Nerded Art.
Had an awesome time as always. Love being able to hang out with all my buds and play vampires on Monday night. I get to look forward to it every week. Yeah, just I'm so excited for all of the new changes that are coming up in game. I know we have a time jump coming up soon. I'm excited for our wedding episode. There's just a lot to look forward to. And just contemplating where to take Roswin next. This whole like don't interfere with the mortal hierarchy. It's how are we going to get around this? It'll be very interesting to see. Favorite part of the night, listening to Anarod punch a hole through his new house wall and run into Cadwir, because who else would be behind that wall?
He was
yeah.
like watching me sleep, that guy.
Davey.
Exactly.
He was up for something.
What you liked? If there's anything you didn't like, and then what your favorite part of the game was tonight?
I really enjoyed Wolfstan talking to the meat puppet. That was a really good conversation. I enjoyed the us all weighing the different religions up at the end. It's interesting because I'm trying to play somebody who is just like, yeah, sure, we'll add another god. Why not? I already have like 20.
Okay.
But no, nothing, no complaints as usual. Good time.
Fantastic. Suni, Joshi.
Had a great time as always. Such a never know where this campaign is going. Did not expect the interrogation scene for myself. Loved it though. It was great. Favorite thing for sure, the religious arguments of these people. And Suni actually has like the opposite of Anarod, like, oh hey, all these gods, what's another god? None of them do anything for any of us anyway. What the fuck do we care? Like, moving on. Next.
Excellent. Okay. So that brings us to Quick Crafters.
uh, yeah. So tonight, I think my favorite scene was. Honestly think it was all the little bits that we had where everybody was kind of getting interrogated, and you'd see like some of the, oh, okay, that's what you think, like coming out a bit, or like Sunni said talking about Roswin and stuff like that. That things that we see off camera and not on camera normally. I think that was actually very very cool. Bad things, nothing comes to mind. Honestly, your game's already like prime material, so nothing to say there.
Awesome, brother. Thank you, everybody. All right, now my turn to answer the questions. Tonight was a little different. We were short 2 people, but we made it work. We made it work. We made it work. We made it work. Everything went just well. NPC work could use a little bit. That's what I don't like. I have one voice and I use it all the time. But I think that's where I think I can improve there. The NPCs were fun. I remembered the list of NPCs is missing 2 major important NPCs. It's missing Janus and Hugo Le. So I'll make sure to add those to that PDF that I posted with Windretta's that she requested. Okay.
It's also missing all of my NPCs.
The Reeves son is listed twice too.
He is?
I
Okay.
noticed that, yeah.
All right, so I will go back through there and get everyone's NPC on there. Sorry, Sunni. I apologize.
That's okay.
I really do apologize. It's a lot of NPCs, as you've noticed. It's over.
There's so many.
There's so many. I bet you we brought up so many people in this game. It's hard to keep track of everybody. But I will figure it out.
It's the nature of a vampire game.
Yeah.
It really is. So tonight, Mortal Rolls is playing Jackbox. So I don't know if we want to go to Mortal Rolls tonight, because they're not doing TTRPG content, but at the same time, I kind of want to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to go see Mortal Rolls tonight. They're playing Jackbox, but it's always fun. They'll appreciate it.
And people can participating in.
Exactly. And they'll really appreciate us this time. They appreciate us all the time, but they'll definitely appreciate us tonight. But they always do. Read Mortal Rolls. All right, thank you, everyone. And if this is your first time watching us, please hit follow so you can see us play Feral Florida on Saturdays. And soon, Weird Wessex, Werewolf the Apocalypse set in the 800 AD Wessex time frame. It's going to be pretty rad. It's going to be retroactive dice for sure. It's really going to be something else. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going on a raid.
Good night.
Good night. See you guys soon.
Take care, guys.
Take care. All right, here we go. Oh, that was...
Smoke lies heavy on the eaves, ash like snow the city weaves. Crowns are forged in fire and fear. The night remembers what was here. Oh, Winchester, your halls still burn. The wheel of fate will never turn. Brothers bargain, teeth are bared, boons are bought and secrets shared.